course, it's not just the president who is running for re-election on Tuesday. It's not just Joe Biden who is challenging the president. We have congressional races in every district in the country. We have Senate races in the vast majority of the states. The Senate, obviously, and I have not heard a single expert say that there is a chance of the Democrats losing control of the House. That doesn't mean it's not possible, but it's highly unlikely. The real question in people's minds is, will the Democrats take the Senate? And if the Democrats do take the Senate, we have for you two reasons why they might. Let's first go to Georgia. There are two races in Georgia. We talked about one of those races yesterday on the program, where a minister, Warnick, is right now in the lead of a field of almost 20 candidates. I don't know how many are still in there, but multiple ones, because this is a special election. There are two Republicans who are in second and third place. Doug Collins, congressman, a Trumpista pick, if you will, and Kelly Loeffler, another Trumpista pick, if you will, but she is the one who is the incumbent. She was appointed to that seat. They are in the 20s. Warnock is in the 48% and would have 50% if Matt Lieberman, Joe Lieberman's son, wasn't hanging in there for whatever reason. We don't know exactly. We don't know if he's trying to play a spoiler role, because you need 50% in this Georgia runoff election, and I should say special election. And if not, there will be a runoff. But there's another race in Georgia, 2 seats in the Senate up for grabs in Georgia. The other race is between incumbent Perdue and challenger Jon Ossoff, who had also run for Congress early on in the Trump term. A lot of money was put into that race. He didn't win it. He's a couple of points behind Perdue, but this was a stunning moment from their debate. I don't know if this was from last night, I believe. Absolutely stunning moment. Here is Jon Ossoff with David Perdue, and it's a stunning moment.
Well, perhaps Senator Perdue would have been able to respond properly to the COVID-19 pandemic if you hadn't been fending off multiple federal investigations for insider trading. It's not just that you're a crook, Senator. It's that you're attacking the health of the people that you represent. You did say COVID-19 was no deadlier than the flu. You did say there would be no significant uptick in cases. All the while, you were looking after your own assets and your own portfolio, and you did vote 4 times to end protections for pre-existing conditions. 4 times. And the legislation that you tout, the PROTECT Act, it includes loopholes that specifically allow insurance companies to deny policies to Georgians with pre-existing conditions. Can you look down the camera and tell the people of this state why you voted 4 times to allow insurance companies to deny us health coverage because we may suffer from diabetes or heart disease or asthma or have cancer in remission? Why, Senator?
There you have it. That's pretty devastating moment in that debate. It remains to be seen whether that will carry the day for Jon Ossoff. But David Perdue really has got down that whole going to pretend nobody's basically frying me.
He looked like unfrozen caveman lawyer there.
He really did. And that is, that's a pretty devastating moment. You got to hand it to Ossoff there for the sheer politics of it. I'm not necessarily Jon Ossoff is not going to be my favorite senator in the Senate. I should tell people that right now. But we shall see. We shall see what happens with that. Turning to another race, the broadly speaking, the relationship that these Republican senators have with Donald Trump has been an enormous drag on their ability to get reelected if they're an incumbent. Been highly problematic. And much of this fate was sealed even before COVID. It's gotten worse, no doubt. But if you look at the polling in January, there were a lot of these Republican senators who were in big, big trouble. And it was because they could not distance themselves from Donald Trump. And one of the impacts I think that folks will look back upon on the inability of senators to distance themselves from Donald Trump was the impeachment hearings. Very difficult to vote in defense of Donald Trump in the impeachment hearings and then pivot away and try and create some distance between you and the president. There's footage, speaking of Georgia, of Kelly Loeffler pretending that she never heard the comments in the now famous tape of Donald Trump saying that he grabs them by the P word. Claims she never heard it. Had no idea what it was about. So this attempt to distance themselves from Trump is going nowhere. But it seems that also one of the problems is that when you don't attempt to distance yourself from Trump, Trump is just too much of a completely self-involved narcissist to care that you've been loyal to him. And this moment with Martha McSally in Arizona is indicative of that. Here he is, Donald Trump at a rally in Arizona, Bullhead City, Arizona, could not be less enthusiastic about helping the incumbent senator, Martha McSally, who is in a deep deficit in her attempt to win this election. Here he is.
Great job. A woman who's running for the Senate, currently a senator respected by everybody. Her opponent wants to terminate your Second Amendment. Martha McSally. Martha. Great, Martha, great. Martha, come up just fast, quick, come. Fast, come on, quick. You got 1 minute. 1 minute, Martha's sake. They don't want to hear this, Martha. Come on, let's go. Quick. Come on, let's go.
All right, I'm coming. Thank you, President Trump. Arizona, we are ground zero to save the country. We have
There you go. Hurry up. Nobody wants to hear this. Come on. Go. You got 1 minute. Let's go.
A woman.
Woman. What's her name again? Okay, get up here. You got 1 minute. That's basically how I shuttle people off the phones in the second half of the program. Very quickly. You got 1 minute. Let's go. Sorry you're running for senator here, but I've got more important things to do than promote your candidacy. She's going to lose to Mark Kelly, who, of course, is Gabby Gifford's husband. And that is why Trump makes the issue of the Second Amendment. Gabby Gifford's, of course, the victim of a horrible shooting and has recovered to a large degree, but horrible shooting, and became an advocate for sensible gun reform.